and Omaha struggled with that. You can see in the hitting percentage, Omaha hit just over 130, and Orlando is going to hit well tonight, and so we're hoping that Omaha can pick it up as well.
And let's take a look at our dig of the match. It's brought to you by Roloff Construction since 1975. Yasi Presley, one of the great collegians from Baylor University, she's serving for Atlanta. And watch this dig by Kendall White.
It's a great pursuit play by Kendall. She's just so quick and she reads the ball so well. It's just fun to watch her play, and the balls that she can get up and keep alive for her team are incredible.
So many marathon rallies in this match. Ultimately, Atlanta prevailed despite that fabulous block there by Kristina Vuchkova. Let's take a look at our electric play of the match again from Thursday night right here at CHI Health Center, brought to you by Electrical Contractors. This one is electric, Nancy, because it never ends. And we see so many of these lengthy rallies where the drama just continues to build.
We do, and I believe that's because of the level of defense on these teams. All of these players know how to play defense. Some of these hitters are crushing the ball, but the defense finds a way to pop it up, and that leads to long rallies that are just incredible to watch.
Everyone looks for the big kills. We always talk about who the finisher was, who the Terminator was, but you just have to marvel at some of the remarkable reaction times as they dig so many of these shots up.
Yes, I definitely agree. I think the hitting is what gains the attention. It's the thing that people like to watch. It's exciting, but some of these plays continue on because of amazing digs of people just getting to the ball, even when it looks impossible. So it makes the hitter look like they're not hitting as hard, even though they're actually crushing the ball, and it's just a fantastic dig.
Now, before this match, we had a chance to catch up with Laura Bird-Kuhn. She's the head coach of Omaha, and Thursday night, she was in search of offense. Nia Reed led the team in kills with just 9 of them. They had a season-low 38 kills for the season, so I asked her, Coach Kuhn, where are you going to find the firepower and these terminal hitters tonight?
I think we're going to find our balance again. We'll get our middles going, Tori and Christina, and then Betty and Brooke, our left sides. We found some rhythm. We'll get back on it. Everyone has an off night, but it's how you respond. So tonight we're looking to respond against a really good Orlando team.
How important was your practice yesterday? How did it go?
It was good. We got back in here. It's good to be home and on our home court. We serve and pass, and we attacked a little bit to get the rhythm going again, but it's really about the response. They're professionals, and they're locked back in.
This is your 4th and final match against Orlando. You won the first 3, but each one keeps getting closer. Whom are you most worried about?
Their pins. We know we have to manage their pins, and their block is going to be solid. So it's going to be a battle. It's been a battle when we've played down there and when they were here the first time. So fourth time's a charm. Let's see. It'll be a good match.
So we're at the midway point of the season. 24 matches regular season in the Pro Volleyball Federation. 5 and 6 Orlando. They're in 5th place. They got to win to climb up into the top 4, and they're led by the former Utah Ute, the fabulous outside hitter Adora Anai. Now you're used to this, getting so many kills in a match. She's averaging 18 kills in a match. How does Omaha slow her down?
I think they've got to get their block set up and be disciplined. If your block is moving all over the place, it makes it so much harder for the defense to dig around it. If they stay disciplined, they've got good blockers, and she will hit into them at some point. If they stay disciplined, they will slow her down, and their defense can do their job around the block.
Now, someone she might be hitting against is Nia Reed. Nia Reed's making her first start of the season. She's only playing in her 7th match. She's been a catalyst, and boy, in the nick of time for Omaha's offense, which has been sputtering.
It is, and Nia Reed has had some really nice times to come in at certain points in different matches, but she hasn't been a main player right now. Omaha's giving her a chance, and she had a great night on Thursday. Coming in, she made a difference when she could, and so they're looking for her to be the firepower tonight that they need to get some offense going.
Omaha smarting from Thursday night's loss at the hand of Atlanta. Meanwhile, Orlando coming off a big win earlier this week. We're in downtown Omaha for the Valkyries and the Supernovas.
From club or high school courts to championship arenas, Spalding has been the trusted partner of volleyball players for generations. Our team of dedicated professionals isn't just about selling equipment, we're about supporting your journey. Spalding offers a comprehensive range of high-performance systems, nets, and accessories meticulously crafted for every skill level, budget, and playing style. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, Spalding's knowledgeable staff will guide you, equip you, and cheer you on every step of the way.
New home on the horizon? Loan Loan it to own it. Need a new car to keep you moving? Loan it to own it. Looking for a new adventure? Loan it to own it with Liberty First Credit Union. Liberty First Credit Union is there for every step of your journey. Anyone can join to receive low payments and fixed rates to help get you through every new milestone. When you're ready to own it, loan it through Liberty First Credit Union.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
Beauty of downtown Omaha. CHI Health Center right next to the Gene Leahy Mall and the riverfront adjacent to the Missouri River. The eastern boundary of the state of Nebraska divides it between the Cornhusker State and Iowa, and a huge throng anticipated tonight. We could be setting yet another pro volleyball record for attendance. The current record is nearly 12,000, a little more than 11,900. Well, together, Franklin Sports and Pro Volleyball Federation are shaking up the world of volleyball. Franklin is the provider of the real pro volleyball, the exclusive ball of the Pro Volleyball Federation, and the ultimate volleyball for our world-class professionals. You can get your Franklin Real Pro Volleyball today at franklinsports.com. Starters tonight for the host Omaha Supernovas, the setters Sydney Hilly, the libero Kendall White. Brooke Nunaviller is on the left along with Betty De La Cruz. They're the Supernovas. And on the right side will be Nia Reed. She gets her first start. Meanwhile, a surprise starter at setter as the head coach, Laura Bird-Kuhn, for Omaha. Surprise setter tonight, Nancy, for Orlando. It's going to be Carly Graham from Spring, Texas. She's a three-time Conference USA Setter of the Year, alumna of Rice. They've got great blockers, 2 6'4" middles, Michaela White and Kaz Brown. Their Terminator, Adora Anai. But boy, Jill Gillen, she's only 5'7". She'll jump out of the gym. She'll also play on the left side. And Shina Joseph, the great Florida Gator, will be there on the right. Only 2 games separate these two teams, but Omaha in second and Orlando in fifth, just looking on the outside of the top 4, which made in mid-May the championship for the league.
That's right, they're both good teams. They've got some great players. It'll be a fun match. I know both teams are ready to play their best, and hopefully it'll be some great volleyball.
Sydney Hilly will be the setter to begin things for Omaha. Looking for offense, which was absent often in the last set and a half Thursday night. Tori Dixon set in the middle, not this time. Shina Joseph gets blocked, lands wide, point Orlando. Shina Joseph, she's a member of the Canadian national team. Here's M.K. White, James Madison Duke in college. Betty De La Cruz, great pass. And the dump works for Sydney Hill. We see that so often. Setters elect to attack early to make the defense start thinking a little more.
I think it's a smart play by Hilly. I know it's hard for setters to determine when they should dump and when they need to set a hitter, but a lot of times it can throw off the defense, and if they can make the defense and the block start thinking about them early offensively, it can help their hitters a lot.
Sydney with a kill already. She tried it 5 times on Thursday night. 0 for 5. Betty De La Cruz, most aces, 21 in the league, but that one into the net. Shina Joseph grew up in the capital of Canada, Ottawa. Sydney Hilly Dixon has to short arm it, nearly drops. Adora Anai, she can attack from anywhere.
She's a good attacker. She's hitting that ball high. The Omaha block was not quite closed, and it's moving around. That makes it tough for the defense to set up around. We can see the replay here. Orlando getting the dig up, going right to the pipe, and she goes right through the hole in the block. If Omaha's block can close that up, they will get her.
Orlando's setter Carly Graham just playing in her 3rd match. She got 3 sets of playing time Monday night in their win at San Diego. That one went 5. Brooke Nunaviller, she does it all for the Supernovas. Jill Gillen, the Arkansas Razorback. Betty De La Cruz, great up by the libero, Georgia Murphy. Nunaviller tipping, nearly drops. She's attacking over the setter. Nia Reed's first swing. In system. Gillen gets blocked. Nia Reed, Tori Dixon. 3-2 Orlando.
Nia Reed making a great play on that. That was such a fast tempo set from such a close distance, and she took a quick step close, gets up and over, is able to block it right back in the face of Orlando.
Second service error for Omaha.
Serving for the Valkyries, number 10, Jill Gillen.
Jill Gillen from nearby Kansas City area led Arkansas to its first ever Elite 8 this past fall. Lost in Lincoln against Nebraska. Shina Joseph. Adora Anai, she's got all the shots.
She is showing some good range there. That's a sharp cross court. She wasn't even tight to the net. A lot of hitters can't hit that sharp unless it's closer to the net, but she's got great range and she shows it there.
Omaha has defeated Orlando 3 times this year, 3 for 3. This is her 4th and final match against each other. Now a service error committed by Orlando, 2 for Omaha, 5-3 Valkyries. A lot of folks pulling out their Norse mythology textbooks to understand and learn what a Valkyrie is. A woman warrior, Norse mythology. Big block. Vuchkova.
You see Vuchkova getting involved early, getting over the net. She does such a good job of getting to the hitter and reaching over into their side of the net.
2 of the best blocking teams in the league. Vuchkova's 6th highest number of blocks in the league, and she missed the first 3 matches. Orlando the kill from Shina Joseph. 6 for Orlando.
Another swing. I like seeing how Shina takes that ball the different direction. She's gone back towards the left side of the court a couple times. She comes back to the right side that time. That's good range also.
Starting her 2nd consecutive match. Anai's got her 3rd termination already. 7 for Orlando.
We knew Anai would be a difference maker for Orlando, and she's showing it early on that ball. There was actually a pretty good touch by Omaha, but the back row players crisscross, and I think Kendall White was there if Betty didn't reach up and touch it. But when you're going for the ball, you don't know who's behind you. Just a tough play.
Kaz Brown, Waterloo, Iowa. Not the only famous volleyball player ever came from Waterloo. Vuchkova delivers. Omaha needs her offense.
They do. They need all the players to be contributing on offense, and I like it. They're going to the middles early. Pilley went to Dixon a few times in the first 2 rallies. She's going to Vuchkova now. I like it that they're getting their middles going.
Graham a low set, and MK White still muscles it through. How important and difficult is it really for middles to connect with a new setter?
It can be difficult because the timing, the contact, how a setter contacts the ball can be different, so it can be difficult to adjust. But they've all practiced together enough that I think they all know each other fairly well by this point.
Carly Graham. The setter tonight serves Betty De La Cruz. Kaboom!
A great swing by Betty De La Cruz, going high and deep. That's a tough ball for the defense. When she swings high and deep like that, she is hard to stop.
Vuchkova now to serve, native of Sofia, Bulgaria. Boy, she's played all over the world, more than a decade as a pro. And a little bit strong for Adora Anai, and Omaha's within 1.
I actually think Anai was trying to go off of Hilly's hands. Hilly was a little bit late getting up on that block, and I think it threw Anai off. I think she was waiting for her hands.
Vuchkova, 16-year pro. White, nice up by Vuchkova. Jill Gillen, just lower, we're tied up in Omaha.
Another nice rally with some of those digs we were talking about earlier, some of that high-level defense already happening.
And they're attacking at Vuchkova. There's no libero back there, but she's handling a lot of these tips and these shots. Vuchkova, one of 3 moms on the Omaha team. Shauna Joseph gets blocked. Betty De La Cruz. Is Betty's offense better than her defense, or is her defense better than her offense?
I am not the right person to ask. I don't know. I think she does both things well. You can see that time she just does a quick step and pops over the net, and her hands are right at the level of the net, and she's able to stuff it right back down.
With her blocking acumen, she may be a candidate to play right side. Stop the other side's big, powerful outside hitters. Back row block against Orlando. It's suddenly all Omaha with 4, make it 5 in a row.
Yes, that started with a tough serve from Vuchkova, which leads to the overpass. When Tori Dixon attacks that, the Orlando setter cannot jump up and touch the ball above the level of the net, or it's a back row attack. Smart attack by Tori.
Good look at the head coach, young head coach of Orlando, Amy Polly. After 5 straight Omaha points, she'll talk it over. Stop the music. 10-8 Omaha at home.
Who are the heroes of your community? That person that goes above and beyond, acts of volunteerism, kindness, or leadership that inspires others? We want to hear about them. Nominate your community hero today. Once per month, we'll recognize a community hero, and that person will have a $1,000 donation made in their name to a nonprofit of their choice. A simple act of doing good could help a local nonprofit receive $1,000. It's time to celebrate our community heroes. Send in your nominations today. If you love live sports, you'll love News Channel Nebraska. Live sports from every region of the state. Football, volleyball, basketball, baseball, soccer, bowling, and even 6-man football. If Nebraska kids play it, we air it. Small town high schools with big hometown pride. Support local kids, support local schools, support Nebraska. Watch NCN Sports every week.
Luck of the Novas night. Most folks are celebrating St. Patrick's Day, just an evening early here tonight, and with a 6 o'clock local time start. I think the old market's going to be full here in about 2.5 hours. At least for the fans here in attendance, they're hoping they're going to be smiling as the Supernovas have won 6 out of the last 8, but they're coming off a loss on Thursday night to Atlanta. I'm John Baylor courtside next to the Olympian Nancy Metcalf, longtime Husker, and Vuchkova sails that one nearly into the river. You don't need the bold 6 system to figure out if that one was in or out.
No, that one wasn't close enough to need a replay. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes we just catch the ball wrong as players.
Tonight's score bar, right there at the bottom of your screen, is brought to you by Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose. Find out more at libertyfirstcu.com. Sydney behind, big swing. Tori Dixon, kaboom!
Hilly again going to the middle, keeping them involved, getting them going early. I think that's a great strategy, especially knowing how Omaha was lacking in the offensive power last game. I like it that she's getting them going right away now.
What a pass by Nuneviller on that one. Adora Anai is 2nd in the league in aces. Not that time. MK White block back. Shaina Joseph, great up by Kendall White. Nuneviller, no. Anai drops it off the block and down. 11-10 Omaha here in the first.
Some nice recoveries on that play by both sides, but Anai able to just kind of bobble it off the block almost, and it falls on Omaha's side.
Saturday night volleyball in Omaha. 7-4 Supernovas hosting the 5-6 Orlando Valkyries. Shaina Joseph. Oh, block back. And you know, Adora and I was thinking I could have handled that one, and somebody reached out. Shina Joe, somebody reached out and deflected.
Well, that's why we tell the young kids when we're coaching them, you have to call the ball. You got to talk to your teammates because they don't have eyes in the back of their head. But sometimes that happens. It's a scramble play, and everyone's going as quick as they can, and that just happens.
Couple blocks already for Omaha. Overpass, Tori Dixon, bang. 3-point Omaha lead.
Another nice awareness play by Tori. She turns at that time back towards zone 5 because she can see Diggers right in front of her. It's just really nice court awareness.
What's happened to Orlando? 8-5 Orlando, now 13-10 Omaha. 21 service aces leads the league. Not that time for De La Cruz. Graham feeds Gillen, just 5-7, nearly drops it. Free ball. Oh, results in just a tip. Shina Joseph stopped again. 3 blocks already tonight for Omaha. Dixon's got a couple of them, 14-10.
Another great long rally by both teams. There's some scramble plays there. Hilly made a really nice play, seeing that no one was going for a third ball and got it over the net. Omaha doing a good job being disciplined on the block. They've got to continue that.
Dixon, number 2 in the league in blocks. She's got 32 of them. There's De La Cruz trying to get her league-leading 22nd ace. Nearly. The air raid. Joseph goes over the double block this time and keeps it in and drops it.
Nice ball control by Shina there. Shina Joseph just hits the nice high arcing ball, but she's got great ball control to bring it back down into the court.
Boy, that set came from behind her.
That's a really tough angle for a hitter to attack from that way.
Especially a right-hander. You were a lefty on the right side. That might have been a little easier.
It would have been easier for me, yes. But for a right-hander, that's a really difficult angle. So it's impressive. Good job by her.
Ajani Teeler checks it. So we got a double switch. Ajani Teeler, the great Kentucky Wildcat, checks in to play right side. And here's the setter we thought was going to start tonight. Wilma Rivera, Puerto Rican national team player. Finished up at Louisville. A lefty, tough server. 3rd highest aces in the league. Wow. Gillen, yes. 14-12. Boy, those lefties are tough to pick up. Nunaviller. Why do they keep targeting her? She's passing nails right now.
She is passing really well, but I think they're just looking at it and thinking what's the best option. And right now, Nunaviller's got to get to the front row and attack, so they're probably trying to take her out of rhythm for attacking.
Such a tough lefty serve. In. We might be going to the videotape. It's well in. Wow, this memories of Micah Hancock bouncing in my head right now.
Yes.
What a serve.
Rivera has the same kind of a ball that comes up and just drops at the end.
That is a weapon. Gillen tipping. Ooh. Nunaviller with a donut. She finds it. The bakery's open, 15-13.
That was a great play on the Omaha side. They touch it with the block, but pick it up off that touch, which was a nice reaction play. And then Nunaviller with just a really nice controlled shot.
What an assist by Tori Dixon. You got to do it all. Now she'll serve. Low set. Great pancake. Bring out the spatula. Oh, that one does find the floor. 1-point ball game.
A little bit of hesitation back there in the back row on both those balls, actually. I'd like to see the Omaha players be more aggressive, be expecting it, and just go. If 2 people go, you can always sort it out later, but if nobody goes, you're out of luck.
So this double switch stays in for all 3 rotations. Shani Teeler in the front. She's played most of the action this season on the right side. Struggled against Omaha Saturday night. Got benched against San Diego. She's back in tonight. Net violation. Boy, Ajani Teeler, Kaz Brown. That's about 13 feet of combined humanity. They blocked it twice, but couldn't get it the 3rd time, 16-14.
They are a big block, and I think that Nunaviller's doing a really good, nice job hitting against them, keeping it high, not just pulling it down into the bottom of the block.
Kaz Browner alone has 37 blocks to lead the league. 6'4". Teeler two-hands that. Erie, back row swing, no. Anai out of bounds.
Nia Reed had a really nice serve to start that rally, but I like during the rally how they're keeping it in play. They're making smart shots. She's taking some nice high swings on back row attacks there.
Nia Reed, the Penn State Nittany Lion. Adora Anai block back, covered again. In the antenna, last touch by the attacker. Anai, point Omaha.
Anai is really trying to use Hilly down the line. She's done several times trying to get Hilly's hands. There she hits into the antenna. I think she's really cognizant of the fact that Hilly's the front row blocker and she'd rather hit over or into Hilly than into Vuchkova.
Anai struggled Saturday night against Omaha. Hit just 120 and an ace.
Nia Reed coming through with the ace.
What an addition she's been. This is just her first start. She's only playing in her 7th match.
She is using her opportunity well.
Now, she's been on the team the whole season, just hasn't played a whole lot. Had an injury in the fall.
Yes, Coach Bird mentioned that for the first part of the season, she was still kind of struggling to get back to full strength and full speed after her injury, so they weren't using her as much for that reason. But now that she's had the opportunity, she's doing a nice job with it.
Paula Sirome comes in, and she gets served. Nice pass. Taylor, kaboom! 4-point ball game.
Great sharp cross-court shot by Taylor there, going inside the block to the front row attacker for Omaha.
Sydney Hilling, 2021 national championship for Wisconsin, 4 decorated seasons prior as well. Nunaviller just wide. 1916 Omaha.
Nice swing, just missed it by a little bit. That happens sometimes too. Brooke knew it, she kind of smiled.
She was unstoppable Saturday night against Orlando, 20 kills. Vuchkova running the slide, beautiful.
It looks good, they've got a good connection. Hilly's still going with the middles often, and I like that. She's able to use the outside hand there.
Three service errors for Omaha, 1 for Orlando, 2017. That was number 4 for Omaha. And there's a good look at Carly Graham. We'll see if they're going to keep running this 6-2 offense as Joseph back into play front right. And Vuchkova delivers another.
Another good swing by Vuchkova. She does such a nice job when she's going behind the setter of turning it off hands, using high hands, finding the block, and not just hitting it down into them.
And she adjusts so well. Wherever the set is, she'll make it work.
She does. She does a good job of getting her quick last step right to where the ball is.
Vuchkova gets a breather. Paige Briggs checks in, serving specialist for Omaha. Played a couple matches early in the year when Brooke Nunaviller had an injured ankle. Ooh, service error. 5 service errors first set for Omaha, Nancy. That's difficult to overcome.
Well, it is, and it's uncharacteristic for them to have that many service errors, but I do believe they're just trying to go out there and serve aggressively. They know the hitting, attacking power that Orlando has, and they've got to serve tough to keep Orlando from just having an easy ball every time.
Adora Anai, 13 service aces this year. It's a tough jump serve into the net.
Orlando returns the favor. Sometimes errors can be contagious.
Sydney Hilly, Brooklyn Park, Minnesota native. Wants to work in the medical field. She can have success whatever she tries. Shaina Joseph pounds that one for a kill. 3-point ball game.
Yeah, you can see here, Carly Graham pushes it back, and Shaina Joseph finds a seam down the line that Betty De La Cruz didn't get quite all the way out. And Shaina doing a nice job seeing that and taking advantage of it.
She was on that 2017 national runner-up Florida Gator team. Lost to Nebraska in Kansas City. And Nia Reed misfires. Suddenly, 2-point ball game.
Yeah, leads come and the momentum can change so quickly. The lead can come and go so quickly. It's important for Omaha to take control back right here.
Good look at MK White, Riverdale, Maryland. Right at Betty De La Cruz, up to the task. Great pass, Nia Reed over dig and just wide. Big kill for Reed, and she had 9 of them the other night. Had 4 of them against Orlando Saturday night. Of course, Swings got 2 kills, most of it set 5. So she has provided an offensive spark.
She is, and I think she's the spark that Omaha needs. They had to find something on Thursday, and I think that she's doing a nice job tonight being that spark for them.
Bad pass, they're all clustered. Roll shot nearly drops. Nunaville, no. Gillen, wow. Kaz Brown, she double touched that or hold that in her hand for a while. Point Orlando.
That was just a nice play by Kaz. Way to be aware. She hits the ball so hard. When Jill Gillen hits, her arm is so fast, it's coming so hard, and it's just an overdig. Great awareness by Kaz to turn it.
You do not see many double touch infractions at this level. They're that good. Nunaviller blocked back. 2-point game, huge rally. Nunaviller gets it through but won't drop it. Gillen just long. No touch. We're going to have a Bolt 6 replay. Bring out the 22 cameras.
And they're going to ask for a touch there. The ball was clearly out, but all the players on Orlando immediately turned to, first of all, the referee and then to their bench saying there was a touch, there was a touch.
So they send the message back to Frisco, Texas, where there is a battery of screens and professionals watching the screens, and they're now speaking directly with the number 1 official, the chair official, and these typically take less than 35 seconds.
Yes, they have a very efficient replay system. They will review it in their location and send the results to the tablet that the head official has in front of her, but they are in direct communication with her as well through her headset, so they're able to communicate back and forth, and she can ask them to check something else, verbally talking to them, which makes the whole process so much faster.
1-point game. Successful challenge. Ooh. Pass by Betty De La Cruz. Nia Reed needs it. Nope. Not a tie. Graham, the slide. Kaz Brown. Great up by Sydney. Nunaviller gets it. Huge point. Omaha.
Great up by Sydney Hilly to start the side for Omaha. Another player steps into set, and you can see that Nunaviller just goes up and swipes it right off that inside hand of the block. That's such a smart play. You see that a lot in beach volleyball, but she does such a good job with that ball.
Timeout, Orlando. And Vuchkova is coming in after this rally, and you can see her tell her teammates, one more. And after the struggles late Thursday night in the loss against Atlanta, it's a big first set here for Omaha. Pro Volleyball Federation is proud to share its first national nonprofit partner, Girl Talk. Girl Talk inspires all girls to be confident leaders through peer-to-peer mentoring. Pro Volleyball is proud to work with Girl Talk to add to their nearly 100 clubs across the nation and continue to help all girls define their leadership skills. Any girl interested in starting or joining a Girl Talk club can visit mygirltalk.com. How important is this, not just numerically for Omaha, but really mentally for them?
Well, I believe every team, you always want the win, right? For your record, for the end of the season stats, you want the win. But for Omaha to have kind of a dejecting loss on Thursday, I really think emotionally it's just a big statement night for them to say, this is how we respond when things didn't go well. How do we come back out? What do we do? And so I think for them it's a huge match just in terms of proving to themselves how they respond when things weren't going well.
Really want to finish it right here. 2 chances. Kaz Brown delivers a kill, and Omaha has one more opportunity to finish it here in the first. Kaz Brown, so impressive. 3-time All-SEC, Kentucky. Gillen into the net on set point, which belongs now to Omaha. 1 set love. Come back for the second set. Supernovas playing Matuske. Set 2, and we return.
A new year, a fresh start. A resolution to grow more, gain more, give more. The process is the same: plant, grow, harvest. But the way you do it is always evolving. And so are we, Aurora Cooperative. Grow, gain, give. Aurora and you.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
What is Nebraska? Nebraska is 529 towns. It is 147 cities. It is 382 villages. It is 2 time zones and 3 area codes. It is Cook and Gurley, Palisade and Osmond, Wymore, Sydney, and everywhere in between. Nebraska is what we do. News Channel Nebraska. This is home.
Pro Volleyball Federation, where every action carries the weight of passion and pride. There's a select group that rises above the rest. 23 athletes of the Pro Volleyball Federation are past or current members of the USA Women's National Volleyball Team, each a testament to dedication, skill, and relentless pursuit of excellence. Pro Volleyball Federation, building champions and making dreams a reality.
Baby, I'm a big deal, I got it like that. I did it again, who told you that I was finished? Fresh off the plane with a new mani-pedi. My hair stay laid and you know I get paid. $100 bills, I got racks on the way. I'm making them big moves, I won't stay quiet. 5'6", but I feel like a giant. I got the source, I am the supplier. I can make them boys sing like the inner choir. I'm on top and I'm taking it higher.
25-23. Omaha is now 2-7 this season. 2-7 in deuce games, 2-pointers, and they had more kills, Nancy, and they had fewer kills, 15-10 in favor of Orlando, but they outblocked Orlando 5-love and equal in aces.
Yes, and I think something that's not shown in this graphic is that when you block a team and you can get in a hitter's head, the next ball they might hit out, and that doesn't show in how many blocks or kills they had, but it still affects the next play. And so getting so many blocks like that can change what Orlando's trying to do on offense or how their hitters are approaching the game mentally. So it can really help Omaha, even beyond just the single point they get for the block.
Both teams begin the second set as they did the first. Same lineups. Adora Anai gets blocked back. Setter dump. Carly Graham not quite. Nonaviller too high. Adora Anai. Third swing. Betty De La Cruz. Under the net against Orlando. 1-0 Omaha. Did you see that one, Nancy?
I didn't, but Devaney is the down ref, and she saw it very clearly. And the Orlando team is shocked, but she was watching really intently. We're kind of behind the standard right here, so I can't see the line under the net at some points, but they disagreed with that.
Amy Pauley, the head coach, not happy with that call. She was an associate head coach at USC, former head coach at University of Alabama Birmingham.
Yep. Her foot was definitely under. It's a great call.
And Peaks sets behind the slide. Brown, dug by Nonaviller. De La Cruz, kaboom!
That's the Betty De La Cruz Omaha's looking for. It's good to see her coming out and getting some firepower.
In her last 5 matches, she has hit under 200. That's after starting the season red hot. 3 of her first 6 matches, she hit over 300. And an ace.
Hilly dropping it really short right in front of Anai. And that's a great serve. Even if it doesn't get ace, that takes Anai completely out of the attacking rhythm. So that can allow the Omaha blockers to focus on the other two attackers.
Sydney Hilly fully recovered from an ankle injury that forced her to sit out 2 matches. A couple weeks ago, Kaz Brown, boom! 3-1 Omaha in the second after winning the first.
And Orlando can run a really fast and really effective offense when they pass, which is why the serving is so important for Omaha. That's another example there. Kaz Brown putting some heat behind the ball down the line.
Tori Dixon. Nia Reed bangs it to the deck.
And Nia Reed coming through there on the offense for Omaha, but there have been several plays already this set that have been scramble plays for Omaha. There you see Betty popping it up, and Tori Dixon has to step in and set. Omaha's doing a really good job of being aggressive, even when things are out of system and not smooth right now.
Omaha's offense has returned against one of the top blocking teams in the league. Ella Cruz, second service error for her tonight. For the team, that's their 6th. 4-2 Omaha in the second. How do you explain that, Nancy? The offensive woes late Thursday night against Orlando, and this is one of the best blocking teams in the league, Orlando, and Omaha's red hot offense.
I don't think it actually has as much to do with Orlando as with Omaha and their mental approach to the game. I think they came in laser focused, and they're playing and showing that as a result. And Orlando just happens to be on the receiving end of it, because Orlando hasn't become a worse blocking team in a couple of days. But Omaha is doing a better job offensively tonight.
Carly Graham, a former Rice Owl. Nia Reed, great pancake, Georgia Murphy. Former Oregon Duck, libero. Shina Joseph is walking around and bumping bodies, 4 apiece.
That is a heavy swing coming from Orlando. It's another out-of-system set, and she jumps in towards the ball. Tori and Brooke were both just too far out to the left. They've got to scoot in on that block, knowing she's flying into the court to hit that.
Joseph blocked back this time. Cover. Wow. Leaping over the double block. 5-4 Orlando.
Shina Joseph, another nice high, deep hit. She's doing a really nice job keeping the ball high when she has time on it. It's going high seam between Nuneviller and Dixon. Got to get that block closed up.
4 consecutive Orlando points. Nuneviller, diving dig by Murphy. Aurora 9 muscles that one through. 5 in a row for Orlando.
And that's another nice rally by both teams, going back and forth with some nice digs. Omaha's block just was not over the net there. And it's a pretty quick tempo that they're trying to catch up with on the block.
Nuneviller, kaboom! That ends the 5-point run.
I love seeing that play. It gets Nuneviller moving around. It makes the block have to kind of chase her and pay attention. She's able to get inside, and they don't realize it until it's too late, and she's coming inside past them and is able to just crush it cross court.
So little time between rallies. You've got to be in shape. Nuneviller this time blocked by MK White. 7-5 Orlando. White, the 4th best blocker in the league. 4th most blocks, former James Madison Duke. Teammate for a year with Omaha's Sophie Davis, both from JMU. Great football power. Service ace by Adora Anai, 1-point game.
That's a nice serve by Anai. She just takes something off of that, and it drops short in front of Omaha. I think Omaha passers need to be expecting that and maybe take a step up.
Wicked jump serve. Nice pass. Nia Reed blocked back. Nuneviller off the block and out of here.
I like that shot by Nuneviller. It's a much smarter swing than two balls ago. That time she keeps it high, just goes high off the hands instead of trying to pull it down and ending up going in the bottom of the block. That's a great swing by Nunneveller.
Georgia Murphy, poor pass. Gillen can only roll shot. A great chance for Omaha to get within one. Joseph blocked back. Gillen against the huge block, gets it through. Boy, she's fearless. 9-6.
She is fearless, and she's such a good jumper, but she has such a quick arm. She gets on that ball really fast. She's able to exploit the Omaha block here. Even though it's out of system coming from the libero, right between.
Only 5'7", diminutive young girls all over the country gain inspiration from Jill Gillen.
As they should, as they should. Height is not that big of a deal.
Stillwell, Kansas, Division I power schools didn't want her except for Arkansas. 5-year star. Led them to an Elite Eight this year. Nunneveller, that's in.
Great cross-court swing by Nunneveller. She's mixing up where she's hitting. She tooled off the block down the line last time, so the block is probably thinking we got to close the line, and she goes sharp angle inside of them this time. It's a great swing.
She's on the national team. Do you project her as a front row hitter maybe as she competes, or maybe a backer? She's played libero in college. Overpass put down beautifully by Vuchkova. If she makes the team, she's that versatile player that Karch Karai would love to have on the roster.
Yes, she can do so much, and I think she could do well either place.
Serving for Orlando with a D, Shana Joseph.
Shana Joseph pushes it. Nice pass by Nunneveller, gets it back. Overdig shot here. Oh, you're gonna set up the offense. De La Cruz, no. Shana Joseph, a miss hit. A rare miss hit, 1-point game.
Nice rally. I like the control by Vuchkova taking that overpass. It was so high, and those can often be hard to time for hitters. Hard to see the block when you're looking so high for the ball, so I think it was a smart play by her to just take it and start the offense off.
Here's Vuchkova, who's played in Italy, Bulgaria, Azerbaijan, Turkey, China, and Omaha. Dixon pushes it, block back. Cover travels over. Gillen sails it. Any touch? No.
She was definitely going for the block there, but just not able to get it. Some nice pickups on the Omaha side to keep that rally going.
Gillen had 20 kills against Omaha Saturday night. Wow. That was defense.
That was defense, and that's the defense we were talking about. That's an amazing play on the first ball, and for the Omaha team to pick that up and keep the play alive is incredible. You can see the effort here by multiple players diving for the ball, just trying to keep it alive, and Orlando is able to capitalize on the free ball.
Now to tie it once again, set it up by Hill. He already has a kill, nearly a second. Dixon off the block and out. 11 apiece, set 2. Omaha won the first.
Nice play, good communication there. Dixon calling everybody off to take the free ball herself, and Hilly going right back to her saying, I know you're in rhythm because you passed the ball.
Dixon, the 10-year veteran of the U.S. national team, gets the kill from Hilly, who now serves. Kaz Brown delivers.
Another great sharp angle cross-court hit by Kaz Brown. That's a tough ball to defend. The Omaha right front needs to come off and be ready to play that ball.
Waterloo, Iowa. Who's the other great legendary player from Waterloo? Logan Eggleston.
Ah, yes.
2012 Texas national champion.
Nice swing by Nia Reed out there on the outside. Getting to the ball and putting some heat on it.
12 each, closer than LA traffic. Betty De La Cruz, 3 service errors. Looking for her first ace tonight. A little bit feast or famine. For her, it's usually feast.
Yes.
Carly Graham. Have not pulled the double switch yet. Set 2. Tori Dixon, kaboom!
Nice play by Tori Dixon. They're moving with Hilly. Hilly goes forward, and Tori goes right with her and cuts it around the block. That's a great swing by Tori to turn that ball.
What's that set called?
I would call it an A. I don't know if they call it that or not.
That would have been my guess.
Typically an A is the fast ball right behind the setter.
14-13. Shannon Joseph knows one speed. Bang. Just crushing.
She is bringing the heat. As we expected. We knew she would come in swinging hard.
Adora Anai, Hawaii native. She was first team All Pac-12 as a freshman at the University of Utah. Vuchkova, kaboom!
Hilly right now is having a good tempo with Vuchkova. She's going really quickly, and the block is not getting up quick enough to be there with her.
A lot of green in the audience tonight. Luck of the Novas evening here in Omaha. Night before St. Patrick's Day. Into the antenna, last touch by the attacker, Jill Gillen. Boy, it looks like she's laboring. She's trying so hard because she's got about 13 feet of combined humanity in front of her.
Yes, she has a big block, but Hilly's down the line right now blocking against Gillen, and so I think she's trying to get to Gillen and hit over her.
Back and forth, Omaha hosting Orlando. One love, Omaha, we're in the set.
Gear up with the official Pro Collection apparel today. Available exclusively at renathletics.com and provolleyballshop.com.
If you love live sports, you'll love News Channel Nebraska. Live sports from every region of the state. Football, volleyball, basketball, baseball, soccer, bowling, and even six-man football. If Nebraska kids play it, we air it. Small-town high schools with big hometown pride. Support local kids, support local schools, support Nebraska. Watch NCN Sports every week.
Set 2 in Omaha. 1-point ball game, the first set belonged to the Supernovas. USA Volleyball is a proud partner of the Pro Volleyball Federation with more than 400,000 members nationwide. USA Volleyball is committed to supporting the volleyball community and growing the game. Learn more and become a member at usavolleyball.org. You can see the huge crowd here today in this CHI Health Center. Capacity just a little more than 17,000. Well, the record has been set twice for an indoor pro volleyball match in this building already this spring. 11,624 opening night, January 24th. And then right here against Orlando on the 18th of February, 11,918. So that's the number, 11,918. Can we get to 12,000 tonight? It's going to be close. Shannon Joseph. Kill for Nia Reid.
Great swing by Nia Reid, going high off the hands of the block there. She's taking some really nice swings tonight. I like the way she's playing.
Tonight's score bar at the bottom of your screen is brought to you by the Aurora Cooperative. Go green with E15 and fill up at your nearest A stop today. Shannon Joseph this time, she does tip. Fooled everybody in the county.
And I think that's a smart play by Shaina Joseph. She's been hitting so hard, and right now Omaha is keeping everybody back because she's been hitting sharp angle and down the line. So she knows that that area behind the block is going to be tough for Omaha to get the ball back up.
Expected the express, missed the local. Kendall White does it all. All right, she's got the towel ready to roll. She's wiping up things on her own. She's directing the defense. She's always talking, too. She wants to get paid by the syllable out there.
She would love that. She is such a good communicator with the team and just keeping the team organized, making sure everybody knows what their responsibilities are.
MK White, 6'4" middle with a big dig. And Kendall White's doing a jig after that one landed long from Adora Anai, 17-15 Omaha.
Here we see the replay, and it's not long by a ton, but it's definitely out.
There's no faking, like I didn't touch it, I did touch it. That's because the camera tells the story.
Right, and that has definitely changed over the years. Before this kind of a system, players would touch it and turn around and shake their hands and say, no, 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 because if you could fool the ref, you'd get away with it. That doesn't happen anymore.
It's tough to fool an inanimate object. Kaz Brown makes it a one-point ball game. Here comes that double switch. Now you're probably asking, why don't they do this every time? You can't. You only get 8 subs.
That's correct. In professional volleyball, you can only sub in and then out again one time. So for the double sub to come in, they can get an opposite hitter through the front row and the setter through the back row. And once they leave the court again, they may not enter anymore that set. It's a little bit different than in college here in the U.S.
Wilma Rivera has an ace already. Nearly gets another. Timing's off. Gillen gets dug. Kendall White. De La Cruz gets blocked. Kaz Brown. We're tied.
It's a nice block setup by Orlando. They're reaching over the net all over the ball for Betty De La Cruz.
Brown leads the league in blocks. Wow. 6-4. De La Cruz, 6-2. Brown might have been guilty of reaching over, no whistle. Teeler blocked back. Gillen again. Get her ice for her shoulder. 18-17 Orlando.
Gillen again swinging so quick with that fast arm, just a whip of an arm down the line. She's doing a great job of seeing the block setup. Hilly there inside, opening up about a foot of line, and Gillen sees it and takes advantage again.
Gillen gets 45 to 60 swings a night. Tonight, no exception. You're somebody in your playing days 20 years ago, Nancy, would every night get at least that many. How does your shoulder feel after a night like that?
Honestly, I don't believe she feels it any more than any other night. You just get so used to doing it every day. It's just what you do, and it's normal. And they train so hard. These women train so hard and so consistently that I believe she's in great shape and ready for it.
Rivera, service error. We're tied at 18 in the second. Kristina Vrchkova. Bad pass. Only choice outside. Nearly a kill out of system by Gillen. Great up by Nunaville. Effectively a free ball. Great chance. Rivera to Johnny Teeler. Great block touch. Nunaville tipping to the donut. Not quite. Another free ball. Georgia Murphy quietly playing a great game at libero there for Orlando, but net violation against the Valkyries. 19-18 Omaha.
Yeah, Georgia Murphy's been doing a really solid job on that side for Orlando. She's been passing well. She's been getting some nice ups against some really nice hits from Omaha.
Vuchkova sails it. A nice pass. Quick attack. Brown off the block and out of here. 19 apiece. Huge juncture in this ball game.
That was a nice swing by Kaz Brown, but I thought Omaha's block did a great touch on that ball. I think they have a really nice move here by Tori Dixon. She pops it up. Vuchkova just was already moving into the court, anticipating a hard ball down, and was unable to change directions that quickly.
Gillen delivers. Nunaviller. Decent pass. Back row, Nia Reed. Here come the Valkyries. Nia Reed deals. Dora Anai. Kaboom! 2019 Orlando.
Yeah, Anai just takes a huge swing cross court just inside the block here. Out of system ball from way back in the court, and she goes up and just rips it right inside Tori Dixon's hands. That's a sharp angle and tough for Kendall to even see, much less dig.
The passers assigned to handle that serve. Well done by De La Cruz, but no kill. No side out. Now a scramble rally. Chased down by Kendall White. Free ball. Orlando's already up one late in the second. Make it two. Wow.
Orlando's doing a really good job taking advantage of free balls right now. Almost had to give him a few just lately. and they're handling them well, and they're running quick plays and scoring very successfully.
Omaha led 17-15, now trails 21-19. We're late set number 2 after Omaha won the first set, a deuce game. Well, tonight's scoreboard there at the bottom of your screen. The scoreboard is brought to you by Aurora Cooperative. Go green with E15 and fill up at your nearest A-stop today. Kaz Brown talking it over with her team, and there's the Supernovas. You can serve with the Supernovas this Tuesday night, March 19. Join the Supernovas at the Gretna Hy-Vee on March 19 for a special Serve with the Novas event from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. Fans can meet players, get autographs, and even hit a serve over a net for the chance to bring home prizes like Supernovas t-shirts, tumblers, Supernovas Hy-Vee gift cards, and more. That's this Tuesday, March 19, 5:30 to 7:30 at the Gretna Hy-Vee. You don't want to miss it. They're going to be serving in the meat section. They're going to be digging in the fruit section. They're going to be passing in the dairy. 21-19, what happens here? What's happened right now, Nancy, because suddenly it looked like the Supernovas' second set, but nope, now down by 2.
Omaha's just getting out of sorts, and when they're giving free balls back to Orlando, Orlando's offense can be really potent on a free ball. They're doing a good job spreading Omaha's block, and they're getting a lot of one-on-ones with their middles, which allows them to be much more successful than if they're hitting into a solid double block.
Another huge service error. It comes after a timeout. That's a volleyball no-no.
They call that icing the server, and it is definitely a strategy. That's a very unfortunate time to miss a serve.
Should there be an assistant coach assigned to talking to the ensuing server in the timeout? Look, get it over. Kaz Brown sides out.
That was a smart shot by Kaz Brown. I think that set was actually low for her, and she didn't look like she was able to take a full swing at it, but turning it, changing the direction, and keeping the ball in play is such a smart play to make.
Carly Scott, the former Michigan Wolverine, serving specialist now. She played in the first 9 matches, not in the last 2, so back in action. Nia Reed needs it, gets it.
That look, Nia just rolled into that approach. She was in perfect rhythm hitting, coming into that ball. You can see her rolling in, hitting, and just cross court right at Carly Scott.
She's listed as a right side hitter, but Nia Reed looks really comfortable there on the left.
She does, and I think she's probably very comfortable out there as well.
Now to tie this, Betty De La Cruz had an ace on Thursday night, easily in front with a league-leading 21 service aces this year, and nearly gets one there. Now a chance to tie it. Nunaviller out. No touch. Ooh.
Just wide. That's a great swing by Nunaviller. She's going for the sharp cross court. I really liked Hilly's play off the block touch there. She made a great play to dig that ball up.
Kendall White exhorting her team. Johnny Teeler. The serve. Now Nia Reed. MK White, and a commanding 3-point advantage for Orlando. Timeout Omaha. Orlando's going to have 3 chances to finish off the second set after Omaha won the first. 4th match, Nancy, between these 2 teams. None has been a sweep. The first one was on the 18th of February right here, 3-1 Omaha. The second was a week later in Orlando, 3-1 Omaha, but 2 of those sets were deuce games. And then last Saturday night, 3-2 Omaha and 15-6 Omaha in the 5th, jumping out to a 5-glove lead. It wasn't even close in set number 5, but Orlando's just getting better. I mean, all these teams are different now than they were a month and a half ago when the season started, but Orlando looks like a team primed to make a run and surge in this league.
Yes, that's absolutely true. All the teams are gelling more. Their players are getting to know each other. But as that happens, they get to know the other teams as well. So Orlando is now better prepared for what Omaha's bringing, and vice versa. But I agree, I think Orlando is a better team now than they were, and every match has been tough. Even the 3-1 matches, none of them were easy for Omaha to win. And so I think they have to expect a battle every time they step on the court, and tonight is no exception.
24-21 Orlando with 3 chances. There's a Johnny Teeler. sails this one just long. That's one.
I think that's actually a really good time to go for a tough serve. You're up, you got 3 shots at set point. Go for a tough serve.
Dixon needs to get it in, does. Great pass. A 9 gets dug. Brooke Nunaviller. Now for the second set. Adora 9, no. No libero in there for Omaha. Nunaviller tipping. A nice third try, no. Mia Reed, big swing. Johnny Teeler delivers the second set for Orlando from the back right. 25-22, Valkyries in the second. After Omaha won the first, 25-23. We're going at least 4 tonight. Stay right there, the president of the Supernovas, Diane Mendenhall, when we continue from Omaha.
Baby, I'm a big deal, I got it like that. I did it again, who told you that I was finished? Fresh off the plane with a new mani-pedi. My hair stay laid and you know I get paid. $100 bills, I got racks on the way. I'm making them big moves, I won't stay quiet. 5'6", but I feel like a giant. I got the source, I am the supplier. I can make them boys sing like the inner choir. I'm on top and I'm taking it higher.
New home on the horizon? Loan it to own it. Need a new car to keep you moving? Loan it to own it. Looking for a new adventure? Loan it to own it with Liberty First Credit Union. Liberty First Credit Union is there for every step of your journey. Anyone can join to receive low payments and fixed rates to help get you through every new milestone. When you're ready to own it, loan it through Liberty First Credit Union.
Nunaviller can put the ball away from every single area of the court.
And an off-speed tip. Brooke Nunaviller quickly in the scorer's column for Omaha in this first set. Everything going their way, including that stop block.
Man, oh man, is it difficult to get momentum when you're playing against Nunaviller.
Starts off set 2 with an ace serve. Mayfield on serve receive. Nunaviller hunting the line. She's viewing it.
What can't Nunaviller do?
Who are the heroes of your community? That person that goes above and beyond, acts of volunteerism, kindness, or leadership that inspires others? We want to hear about them. Nominate your community hero today. Once per month, we'll recognize a community hero, and that person will have a $1,000 donation made in their name to a nonprofit of their choice. A simple act of doing good could help a local nonprofit receive $1,000. It's time to celebrate our community heroes. Send in your nominations today.
On the Bob Carey Bridge, just over the Missouri River, just beyond CHI Health Center. We're tied at 1 tonight in the Big O. A lot of folks are wearing green. There's Nancy Metcalf, the Olympian. I'm John Bailey. Let's chat with the president of the Omaha Supernovas, Diane Mendenhall. Hello. Now, Diane, brand new franchise, brand new league. Tell us about the marriage between the city of Omaha and the Supernovas franchise.
Well, I think this is a perfect example of how good it is. Omaha has just come out and drove, as well as the entire state. When you think about it, we've sold season tickets in 9 different states. So people are driving from outstate Nebraska, from Iowa, from South Dakota, and Omaha has just opened up their doors. Mayor Stockard is usually here every single match, so it's exciting and tribute to all of them.
You're starting a brand new franchise. There's got to be a lot of surprises. What's been one of the biggest surprises?
I think going back to just what you said, the fans. I think about our inaugural match, and in that moment with Atlanta, it went 5 sets. Not the result we wanted, but you could see in the 5th set, we wanted this city, this state to fall in love with this team. And by the end of the 5th set, they'd fallen in love with this team, and it's really their team now.
Well, this might be a little bit redundant, but what's been your favorite part of this experience since joining the program and being a part of the growth they've gone through? What's your favorite part, Ben?
It's definitely the players. And when you look at these women, and Nancy, you played overseas, you played in Europe, you didn't have this opportunity. And to see these women that they get to play in front of their friends, their families, their children. It's really exciting.
And what's the Pro Volleyball Federation, Diane, trying to do to change the game, maybe even somehow improve this great game of volleyball with the speed of play and all these other innovations?
Speed of play is perfect because of the technology upgrades that we have done as a league, bringing in Bolt 6, which that's the lines, calling the lines and the replay. So there's 10 cameras that are on the floor, and there's 12 in the ceilings and on the net here. And so you're seeing the technology that we see in Wimbledon with those line calls, and then just the clarity of the pictures. It's very clear, and it's quick and precise. So the average replay lasts about 30 seconds. If you look at that in the NCAA, it can go up to 10 minutes. The line calls are instantaneously. They go up to the iPad on the up official, and within 2 to 3 seconds, they know whether the ball is in and out.
Fans love that. People are in a rush. They like the way in this culture.
It's the speed of play, and you add in the 15-second clock on the serve, and we know people change the channels if there's a 30-second pause, so they're not changing the channels, and they're definitely not changing it in here.
People don't even have time to tell you they don't have time. Meanwhile, why now? Why is volleyball, why is pro volleyball in this country for women having this moment?
You know, the Pro Volleyball Federation is 12 years in the making, and the timing right now is perfect, and all the data shows us that. If you look at TV, the latest research they've done with ESPN, it's the third most popular sport in college as far as viewership. You have football is number 1, men's basketball is number 2, and volleyball is number 3. And so right now there's a TV audience, the buying power, the purchasing power behind women's athletics right now represents $997 billion. So industry, the corporate, the people are ready for pro volleyball.
That's Diane Mendenhall. She is the president of the Supernovas. That's Nancy Metcalf. She and I will be back right after this. We're going at least 4 tonight. We're tied at 1 set apiece in downtown Omaha. Stay with us.
What is Nebraska? Nebraska is 529 towns. It is 147 cities. It is 382 villages. It is 2 time zones and 3 area codes. It is Cook and Gurley, Palisade and Osmond, Wymore, Sydney, and everywhere in between. Nebraska is what we do. News Channel Nebraska. This is home.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
Here's what you can expect on News Channel Nebraska. The top local news headlines all morning, plus 8 a.m. Mass with Father Joe. Stay up to date throughout the afternoon with the NCN News app. And tune back into NCN throughout the evening for the latest developments on major stories along with live high school and college sports. News Channel Nebraska. Independent media for all Nebraskans.
Together, Red Athletics and the Pro Volleyball Federation have a focus that extends beyond the game. We're growing the sport of volleyball, building community around the sport, and empowering our world-class female athletes with top-tier resources. One apiece in downtown Omaha. Come on back for set 3. Orlando and the Supernovas continue next.
This is Nebraska. Nebraska is beautiful. Nebraska is home. It's home for you and us. News Channel Nebraska, the only news network owned and operated by Nebraskans for Nebraskans. With bureaus spanning the entire state, we can tell the story of Nebraska better than anyone else. This is Nebraska, and Nebraska is home.
Having fun at CHI Health Center. One set each, Orlando and Omaha. Well, together, Franklin Sports and the Pro Volleyball Federation are shaking up the world of volleyball. Franklin is the provider of the real Pro Volleyball, the exclusive ball of Pro Volleyball Federation, and the ultimate volleyball for our world-class professionals. You can get your own Franklin Real Pro Volleyball today at franklinsports.com. All right, Nancy, you've observed 2 straight sets. Omaha takes the first, Orlando the second. No surprise, it's always close between these two. Somehow Omaha's won the first 3. What have you seen?
Well, I think attacking-wise, both teams have been fairly balanced. If you look at Orlando's offense, they have 4 hitters that are between 6 or 8 points on kills. Omaha has 4 hitters between 5 and 7 points, so they're all very balanced. But right now, Orlando has actually had 32 attacks compared to 22 for points for Omaha. So they've got 10 more kills on the match. They're being more efficient, they're hitting better. But they also have more errors. So Omaha's got to find a way to keep getting blocks and keep getting points, but without giving up the errors.
5 blocks for Omaha first set, 0 blocks for Omaha set 2. Adora nice serves. Kendall White, good pass, tip shot. Tori Dixon not down. Free ball results in an outside set. Niarudno. Shaina Joseph can't finish after a free ball. Cruz does. Well, both teams had free balls, Nancy. Neither can terminate.
I agree. And John, the disappointing part for Omaha is that free ball that they received went right to Kendall White, and she did not pass it perfect. And I honestly believe at this level, if you're getting a free ball, that pass has to be a nail to the setter. Thankfully, Betty De La Cruz able to terminate, and Omaha wins the point. But Omaha needs to take care of the balls.
Great pass by Georgia Murphy. She's been quietly playing a great match. And a kill for Shaina Joseph.
That's a good high, deep corner swing by Shaina Joseph. It's between the 2 back row defenders, and it's just a great location to hit to.
Kendall White pulling up the sleeves, digging in for this pass. Travels across. Jill Gillen for the point. No, she's blocked, but not down. Got a new starting lineup for Orlando. Dixon delivers. 2-1 Omaha.
That's a great swing by Dixon to the sideline. Orlando actually thought it went out, and they let it go. That's a nice termination by Omaha. Way to transition on that play and get the point.
So just a new setter. Shaina Joseph begins on the right side, but instead of Carly Graham, we have the former Louisville Cardinal Wilma Rivera in there. She's a lefty, so when she's front row, she's a threat.
Yes, she can be more effective on offense and more just has more opportunities because she's a left-hander.
But she's only 5'8", so a little undersized as a blocker. That's why Kaz Brown's going to have to help her. She's 6'4", one of the best in the business. 2-2.
And Wilma comes up to the front row now, so we'll see how active she wants to be offensively.
Just 5'8", and then Gillen's on the other side. She's just 5'7". Diminutive front line for Orlando. Kaboom! Nice kill for Christina Vuchkova.
And there you see Omaha run Vuchkova wider. We called that a 31 when I played. That's really smart because typically the right front blocker is supposed to help the middle on that, but knowing they've got a shorter blocker, I love that go that seam every time.
Nia Reed, originally from Fort Lee, New Jersey, just across the George Washington Bridge from Manhattan. Side Vuchkova, by Shaina Joseph from Ottawa. And a big block, Vuchkova. Had a little help from Sydney Hilly, 4-2 Omaha.
That's a nice block by Vuchkova, just staying home and being patient, going up with the attacker.
Had no help from Sydney Hilly. That was all Vuchkova. The block is back. After no Omaha blocks there in the second set. Murphy's decent pass, the slide. Brown one-arm dig. De La Cruz. Gillen, no. Donna Viller, yes!
Another great rally, 2 nice digs by Betty De La Cruz, just digging in and popping the ball up. Nunaville finishing with another smart play off the block's hands.
What a difference a set makes. Orlando pulling away late set 2, and suddenly see the fire back, the energy back, confidence back for Omaha. Gillen can't buy a kill suddenly. Vuchkova, no. Joseph. Nunaville winds up. Glass. Freed up by Georgia Murphy. Tip shot. Kaz Brown down. They are not calling any carries in this. Vuchkova thought, hey, that was on her hand a long time.
Vuchkova is having a conversation about it, but it has to be fairly obvious if they're going to call it at this level. And Kaz Brown is up there so high, she can throw it down pretty easily.
Sydney Hilly over to Brooke Nunaville. Kaboom! 6-3 Omaha set 3.
And I think Kaz Brown made a decision there to go with the middle, and it ended up costing her because she left her setter, who's the shortest blocker on the court, one-on-one blocking. Smart play by Omaha to take advantage of that.
Rivera just 5'8". Good leaper, but only 5'8". Nunaville felt tall for a moment. She's 5'10", but what a leaper she is. Joseph not down. Great up. Kendall White. Betty De La Cruz. Hilly, track meet, gets there. De La Cruz drops it off the dig attempt and out of here. 7-3.
So smart. There were some really nice ups and scramble plays on both sides there, but Betty De La Cruz tips short once, knows the back row player is going to be expecting that, throws it long the next time, and is able to get a miscommunication off touch there and able to get the point.
Betty De La Cruz has gone 2 sets her last 2 matches and then been replaced. Not tonight. Joust. Won by Omaha. De La Cruz. Good block touch at the dig. And a big block. Guess who? Christina Vuchkova.
Vuchkova loves to get the crowd going. When she gets a block, she is throwing her hands up and celebrating and letting the crowd be a part of it and get excited with her. I love to see that energy. Omaha needs that.
Already 2 blocks for Omaha in this 3rd set. 8-3 Supernovas, exploding stars at home over Orlando in the 3rd.
Loan it to own it. Need a new car to keep you moving? Loan it to own it. Looking for a new adventure? Loan it to own it with Liberty First Credit Union. Liberty First Credit Union is there for every step of your journey. Anyone can join to receive low payments and fixed rates to help get you through every new milestone. When you're ready to own it, loan it through Liberty First Credit Union.
Looking like a baddie, I show up and make them stop. Wanna know my name so badly, cause I run this whole block.
Gear up with the official Pro Collection apparel today. Available exclusively at renathletics.com and provolleyballshop.com.
What was it?
Which one?
Supernovas huddling up after jumping out to our next match against the Grand Rapids Rise. Asia O'Neal, nope, she plays for Columbus. Grand Rapids in town to face the Omaha Supernovas. It's right here. Thursday, March 28th, 7 o'clock. Get your tickets. The CHI Health Center hosting Supernovas and the Grand Rapids Rise. Grand Rapids in the middle of the standings at 4-4. Orlando 5-6, they're in 5th place. Omaha's in 2nd place, 7-4. Atlanta leading the way, 8-3. Nunaville sends it. Georgia Murphy, nice pass. The slide. Kaz Brown in.
Here we see the replay. Kendall White is sure that it was out, but it did just tag the line. That's such a tough ball. As a player, it feels like it's out when it's that far. Most of it is out of bounds.
Kaz Brown holds all the blocking records at Kentucky, 3-time All-SEC. Nice pass. The slide, which Koba blocked back this time. Betty De La Cruz, big swing. McQuay White dug up Kendall White. And off the block and out. Nia Reed with the put away.
Nia Reed's been having a great match for Omaha. I love the defensive plays that are happening, but I like it that Sydney Hilly keeps going to her. She's been using her a lot, and Nia's been doing a nice job handling the ball she's getting.
It's her first start this season. Nia Reed playing in just her 7th match. She has emerged, really started a week ago against Orlando late in that match. Got 2 kills on 4 swings. Played all Thursday night, most of Thursday night, coming back in late first set. And Nye, another big swing. She's been quiet tonight. Betty De La Cruz, overtake. Oh, a free ball. White, nice up by Nunaville. De La Cruz, no wind up, gets blocked.
There were some really nice digs in that rally, back and forth, the ball coming over, but Omaha has to take care of that free ball. That's just a tough play when you've got a blocker on the other side of the net waiting for you.
Wilma Rivera, she did not start, played sparingly in the first 2 sets, still had an ace. One of the best serves you'll see around. Yeah, that free ball that went to Nia Reed and she couldn't guide it to her setter. It went actually over the net back to Orlando.
Yeah.
Turning point in that rally.
That's tough because when you get a free ball as a team, that should be a give me ball. Like we've got 3 options hitting, maybe 4 if you've got a back row attacker. You should be able to run anything you want out of that. So to give that ball back to the other team and then give them the free ball where now they have those options, it's just a really tough flip-flop.
And it's basically a 2-point error because on a free ball, you're anticipating winning the rally in short order.
Yes, you should, yes.
Kendall White is very particular about the floor. She does not like any dampness on that floor, and she makes sure it is dry.
Well, in this type of a court, if there is any kind of moisture on it, it makes it very slick. So I totally understand her concern because you can really get hurt. And there have been players in the league that have had to sit out a match because they've slipped in water and hurt some muscles, that kind of stuff. So I understand her concern, but right now I think they've got something else on the court because they actually have a cleaner that they're bringing out.
Well, just trying to make sure you don't want any dirt down there. Want to make sure everything's just right. That's
Might be some lotion on the court.
Yeah.
I used to play with a teammate who would lotion up before the matches, so every time she dove for a ball, it would leave a grease spot, basically. And it was awful.
Did you tell her, hey, can you please stop lotioning up before matches?
Several times.
There's the head coach for Orlando, Amy Pauley. Played for Alabama, finished in 2009 as a player, a young head coach. Betty De La Cruz, not this time. Sharma Joseph gets dug. Nia Reed over dig. Joust won by Betty De La Cruz. That was big. 10-5.
They're calling Betty as hitting the net on that overpass.
9-6. Another 2-point swing. Rivera. Wow. Out of system, De La Cruz only roll shots it. Joust. Great save by Rivera. Sydney Hilly behind her. Beautiful swing. Brooke Nunaville, kaboom.
Come out of the back row, and I like that attack. Tori Dixon handled the first ball over. She gets up and is able to hold one blocker. Brooke Nunaville going up and just cutting the ball. It's a smart shot.
Boy, she just sees the floor so well. Triple block in front of her and somehow avoids all 6 hands.
She does a really nice job seeing the block and hitting angles.
MK White, kaboom. Feeling it. This is the lineup we anticipated with Rivera starting and playing at setter. Carly Graham, though, instead played the majority of the first 2 sets.
Yeah, I'm not sure the reason for the change, but Rivera has stepped back in, and I think she's doing a nice job running their offense again. She's been running it the majority of the season, and they've been hitting well off of her.
Nice pass, Kendall White. Big swing by Betty De La Cruz. Now Gillen, and it drops. Kendall White was slipping on that rally. I think that's the frustration. And here we have towels out again.
Another sharp cross court by Jill Gillen. That's a nice swing. Again, she's seeing the blocker's hands and she's able to go around them. It's a great swing.
Former college teammates Kendall White, Nia Reed from Omaha talking it over. Only a 2-point lead for the Supernovas suddenly. It had been 5. Quick attack, Tori Dixon, no. Rivera, Jill Gillen. Great pancake. Sydney Hillard. Great up, but across the net it travels. And Shina Joseph, kaboom, 1-point game.
Omaha's been passing pretty well on service, but their hitters just aren't terminating right now. I think they're getting the sets they want and they're running plays, but they've got to be able to put the ball away.
One set each, 10-9 in the third. Omaha. Tori Dixon gets dug again, and we're tied at 10. Timeout, Omaha. Things slipping away. This one closer than a twin blade shave. 10 apiece in the third, tied in sets at 1.
Omaha's got to take a minute here and just reset. Some of these balls, that was just a nice reaction play by Orlando. They turn, they see the dig coming close, and they just poke it over, and it flopped right short in front of Kendall White. And I think she slipped again, which is why she's so frustrated with this floor. She feels like it's wet or something because she's not getting the traction trying to move forward to dig that ball.
Together, Franklin Sports and the Pro Volleyball Federation are shaking up the world of volleyball. Franklin is the provider of the real Pro Volleyball, the exclusive ball of the Pro Volleyball Federation, and the ultimate volleyball for our world-class professionals. You can get your own Franklin Real Pro Volleyball. Just go to franklinsports.com today. Well, this is the identical juncture we experienced on Thursday night. It was tied midway through the third, 1 set each, and thereafter it was all Atlanta. It's a big juncture for Omaha's confidence. This is a team that had won 6 and 7 before Thursday night. They had a carload of confidence coming back home after being on the road for 6 out of 7 matches. They're smiling, they're feeling it, they're talking, but make no mistake, this is an important juncture right here.
I agree, John. I think this is a really important match, and this point right here is important because they can feel the momentum changing. So they've got to do something to stop this and get the momentum back.
Adora Nye, passed by Kendall White. Beauty. Tori Dixon still gets stuffed. 11-10. MK White.
It looks to me like Tori Dixon is getting underset here. She's kind of hitting low, trying to shoulder the ball. I think that ball either needs to be higher or further away from the setter to give her some room to work.
Tori has struggled offensively since that first set. Uh-oh, an overpass. It is all Orlando right now, 12-10. It was 8-3. Omaha, and Orlando's won 9 of the last 11 rallies.
Orlando has definitely turned it around, and they're playing very aggressively. They're feeling the rhythm right now.
Sydney Hilly feeds. Nia Reed, whistle, net violation, Orlando. Omaha needed that.
They did, and Nia actually hit a great swing on that ball. We win the point because Orlando was in the net, but she hit a high ball off the block. Block touched high out of bounds deep, so it would have been a point either way. It's a great swing, and I believe even though they got the point because of the net, she feels the confidence and the relaxing because she knows she hit a great ball there.
This would be a great time for one of those De La Cruz aces. No, great pass, Georgia Murphy. Shina Joseph, great rescue by 3 collaborating Supernovas. Shina Joseph banks it off the block and out. 2-point lead.
2 really nice swings there by Joseph. It was a great defense by Omaha on the first one, but she takes 2 really nice high swings. She's hitting over Brooke Nuneviller right now, and she's just swinging high and being really smart with it.
MK White, James Madison University. Nice pass, Kendall White, Penn State. Brooke Nuneviller, Oregon, Doug. And a miss hit by Adora Nye, not happy.
No. As a hitter, that's a hard ball to accept, but I like that she was trying to be aggressive. I think she's making the right play. She's trying to stay aggressive on it and just goes in the net.
Nice, decent pass. Rivera behind set. Joseph this time stopped. The read for the tip. Great up by Georgia Murphy. That was a pancake. Nonavilla, another take by Murphy. Rookie out of Oregon. Oh, tight, tight. And Nonavilla tools the block. Point Omaha.
That's a really difficult play by Nunaviller, but such a smart play. That ball is tight, and for a shorter player especially, it's hard to get to those tight balls sometimes, but she does a great job of finding the hands and tipping it off them out of bounds.
Sina Joseph saying, hold everything, I didn't touch that. So we got a challenge. You get 2 challenges per set. I've never seen a team run out of challenges with all these cameras. You don't challenge much.
Exactly. There's almost no line challenges as far as in-out because the camera shows the referee the ball every single time. So even if you thought it was out, the referee can see it, and it's very clear very quickly.
Chair official talking to Frisco, Texas. They're checking the screens. We're told that the challenge involves the touch, and the claim by Orlando is there was no block touch. Boy, if you want to figure out what's really going on in your household, get the Bolt 6 system.
I think I need that for my kids.
Yeah. Who didn't do the dishes? Let's go to the Bolt 6.
I mean, they've got eyes everywhere.
Yeah, who spilled the milk? All right, turn on the Bolt 6. 22 cameras, it'll tell you what's cooking.
For sure, they'll get a clear view of it. And here we go. And I think the ball came out spinning strange, but it's just because of the way Brooke was reaching up trying to tip it, because I don't see a touch there either.
No touch. Reversal. Point. Orlando, and you get the challenge back when it's successful. See, you still have 2 more.
Yes, if you're successful, you get to keep your opportunity for that challenge, which is how it should be.
Amy Pauley's the head coach. She's wearing gear. She's younger than some of the Supernovas. Tip shot. Will drop. Gillen, wow, firepower, drops. 15-12, Orlando leading by 3. We're tied at 1 set each.
Jill Gillen there with a nice high swing that just rattles between the blocker's hands. And that's such a quick reaction play for Hilly to have to make.
Gillen, 45 to 60 swings a night. We'll get you a count on how many she's already taken tonight. And Sina Joseph blasts it out of bounds. Service error number 7 for Orlando, 8 for Omaha. Nia Reed's gone the entire way. High pass, Giles, whistle, net violation against Orlando. That's been against Wilma Rivera right there. Did you see that one, Nancy?
I didn't, but I think she expected Vuchkova to go up and battle with her, and so she was probably pushing more aggressively than she would have been. Vuchkova just stood and kept her hands up, which was really smart on her part.
And momentum of her arms created the contact. Now to tie it for Omaha. Shot by Gillen, great up by Betty Little Cruz. Oh, double touch, and they let it, they didn't let it go.
Yeah, I think when it's that obvious, they probably have to call it. They try to let some of the lesser obvious ones go just to keep the play going, but that was a pretty bad one, so they had to call it, which is fair.
Omaha led 8-3, still trying to get back into it and tie it. Service ace, Jill Gillen twinkles the twine, 17-14. 2 leading serving teams in the league. Omaha comes in averaging more than 5 aces per match. Orlando a little more than 4. Gillen to De La Cruz, perfect pass, fed left. Nonavilla, kaboom!
That's a good tempo for Brooke Nunaviller. It's getting out quickly, but it's far enough off the net that it allows her to hit high into the top of the block, get some hand touches, but go deep into that corner. I like that tempo.
A 9 down. 18-15, 7 away for the 3rd set for Orlando.
Adora Nye has been really effective for Orlando. She's doing a nice job hitting high and hard.
Former first-team All-American at Utah, 6-year pro, 27-year-old Adora Anai. Kaz Brown sails that serve out of here. Both teams with 8 service errors in this one.
Omaha's getting some chances here with Orlando missing serves. We've got a couple of them there now in just a short period of time. I'd like to see them take advantage of that. Get some momentum back on their side.
Serving sub, Paige Briggs, Western Kentucky, the Hilltopper. Checks in. As an ace this year. Passed by Gillen. MK White, nice up by Paige Briggs. De La Cruz gets done. Free ball, great chance. Dixon on a low set. She still finds the floor off the block. 1-point ball game.
Another great turn by Dixon on that attack, turning it off the blocker's hands out of bounds. There's some really nice defensive plays going on right now. And Orlando, I think, has been doing a really nice job playing the ball off the top of their block. They've gotten several balls back in play when it seems like the hitters from Omaha are attacking off the block for a point.
Rivera feeds back right. Joseph, kill. 19-17 Orlando.
That ball seemed like it just hit the net and kind of bounced off the net. I'm not sure if Betty De La Cruz actually touched it or not. It looked like it landed out of bounds from where we are.
Fourth and final meeting between these two. Omaha won the first 3. Each match increasingly close. Wow. Kendall White somehow gets the pass off. Nia Reed gets dug. Anai blasts away in 2017.
That is such a high, deep shot from Anai. Wilma Rivera, every time she's gone back to serve right now, has been going on runs. Omaha has got to side out and get out of this rotation quickly.
Eerily reminiscent of Thursday night for Omaha right now. Rivera, nice pass, Nunaviller. Betty De La Cruz needs it, gets it.
It's a good, strong swing from Betty De La Cruz going angle there. Cutting it inside and tagging Enora Anai on the opposite side.
Wrist away shot by De La Cruz. Oh, served by a quick attack, Michaela White. De La Cruz, yes! 1-point game.
Very smart shot by Betty De La Cruz there again. I like that she's moving the ball around and hitting to different places.
She's got all the shots.
She does. She's very experienced, and it shows in times like that.
10 years ago, maybe she would have relied on the high velocity shot a little more often, but boy, she's crafty. A 9 great up by Nunaviller. Got to tie this thing. De La Cruz gets it. This baby's tied.
Another great shot by Betty De La Cruz, but started off with a great dig by Nunaviller there. Defense is what wins.
Boy, if Hilly were tracking her steps, I mean, she's gone miles tonight chasing down these digs. Joseph, great up by Kendall White and De La Cruz. Free ball over. 20-20. Joseph, 21-20, Orlando.
Two nice swings by Shaina Joseph there. Great hustle play chasing that down by Kendall White and by Betty De La Cruz turning and having to quickly play the second ball. But Shaina Joseph comes back on the free ball and gets another nice swing off the block hands.
We went 5 last Saturday night in Orlando, these two teams. Maybe a repeat tonight. Orlando has never been swept or been involved in a 3-set match, so they always go 4 or 5.
They are used to longer matches.
Anai, wow. Perfect timing for Orlando, 22-20.
She did that earlier in the match as well. She just comes and takes a little bit off of it and just drops it short. And because she's such a hard attacker on her serve, it's hard for the passers, I think, to recognize it quickly when she's taking something off and going softer.
22-20. Tonight's scoreboard there at the bottom of your screen is brought to you by Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose. Find out more at libertyfirstcu.com. 22-20. Big moment here for Omaha, maybe not just in this match, but in this season after dropping Thursday night's match. And it was close early in this set. In fact, it wasn't so close. Omaha led by 5 at the top of this set, and now trails by 2 late. And that scoreboard score bar is also brought to you by the Aurora Cooperative. Go green with E15 and fill up at your nearest A stop today. 22-20. Everyone's celebrating St. Patrick's a little bit early. No, St. Patrick was not a partier. He was a saint and brought Christianity to the Emerald Island. And when the Americans got involved, they're like, let's not make this a humble Christian holiday. Let's make this a little more secular and a little more festive.
Yeah, a little bit more of a party holiday.
It's a little more, that's kind of the crib notes. He passed away in the 7th century. It's been a while. 22-20 Orlando in the 3rd set. Dora Anai, Hawaii native serves. Okay pass. Mia Reed skies, swings, gets it in.
That was a great set by Hilly. That pass was just a little tighter than they would have liked. But Hilly's able to go up and set a really hittable ball to Nia Reed, and Nia goes up and hits a great swing on that.
Betty De La Cruz staying in there and firing that wicked serve. Overpass, shot back by Nunaville. We're tied in Omaha.
Putting some heat on that ball. If she can stay on that, she'll be able to pull out Orlando's passers a little bit more.
Timeout, Orlando.
Good turn there by Nunaville, turning it away. Great serve by Betty De La Cruz.
That's tough to defend.
It is.
Coming right back at you. 22 each, nick of time. Betty De La Cruz enters stage left and 2 tough serves. And now we're locked at 22. All right, Nancy Metcalf, what's the strategy right here? You're playing defense, you're serving, advantage, serve-receive team. Yeah, but Omaha of late has been able to stop these side-out opportunities by Orlando.
I'm telling Omaha, if I'm a coach, I'm telling the front row, watch for the tight passing, because Betty's going to go back there and put some heat on the ball. That will lead to overpasses more often than not. Other than that, we have to stay disciplined blocking. We have to close the block. If we leave holes in the block, it's almost impossible to dig through it.
So let's say there is a tight pass by Orlando. How does that shift the defense for Omaha? What should the defense do?
Well, I think it depends on where the hitters are attacking. If there's a hitter coming behind, the left side blocker is going to come with that attacker. The middle blocker will then be responsible for the tight pass. It just depends where the passing is going.
22 apiece. Defenders dig in for this pass. De La Cruz swings. Gets passed by Murphy. Tip shot, China. Joseph, nobody. No, what a pancake! Kendall White. Nunaville delivers. Wow.
Kendall White with a fantastic hustle play there to pancake that tip up. We know that Michaela White was thinking this is a big block. I'm going to just tip right over him because the defense has to be dug in behind them. And Kendall comes flying up the line to pancake that ball. Great reaction by Tori Dixon to get in there and help. And Brooke Nunaville, again, with such a smart turn on the ball.
Adversity, no problem. 3 in a row for Omaha. De La Cruz. That's an ace! 4 in a row.
So she has been snapping the ball pretty much straight ahead of where she's swinging on most of her serves. That ball, she goes up and she turns her thumb down and it trails away towards left back, right into the open court because Jill Gillen is already bailing out, thinking she's serving to the other side of the court.
Now for the set. Gillen. Set over. That's a comeback.
That is a comeback. Omaha showed some grit there. They started out great early, but they struggled in the middle of that set. To be able to hang in there and find a way to make it a win for them at the end of the set is tremendous.
5 in a row to finish off the third. 2-1. Omaha. Betty De La Cruz serving. Omaha to victory, set 3. Come back for the 4th. 2-1 Novas.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
Who are the heroes of your community? That person that goes above and beyond, acts of volunteerism, kindness, or leadership that inspires others? We want to hear about them. Nominate your community hero today. Once per month, we'll recognize a community hero, and that person will have a $1,000 donation made in their name to a nonprofit of their choice. A simple act of doing good could help a local nonprofit receive $1,000. It's time to celebrate our community heroes. Send in your nominations today.
From club or high school courts to championship arenas, Spalding has been the trusted partner of volleyball players for generations. Our team of dedicated professionals isn't just about selling equipment, we're about supporting your journey. Spalding offers a comprehensive range of high-performance systems, nets, and accessories meticulously crafted for every skill level, budget, and playing style. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, Spalding's knowledgeable staff will guide you, equip you, and cheer you on every step of the way.
What is Nebraska? Nebraska is 529 towns. It is 147 cities. It is 382 villages. It is 2 time zones and 3 area codes. It is Cook and Gurley, Palisade and Osmond, Wymore, Sydney, and everywhere in between. Nebraska is what we do. News Channel Nebraska. This is home.
Feels like the 7th inning stretch at Fenway, Nancy. It's the full rendition of Neil's Diamond singing Sweet Caroline, and they're loving it. We're not sure exactly the official attendance, more than 11,000. Take a look a moment from now.
This crowd is into the song. They are loving it. Those last few points for Omaha totally turned around the energy in this building. The crowd is right back in it right now.
Pro Volleyball Federation is proud to share its first national nonprofit partner, Girl Talk. Girl Talk inspires all girls to be confident leaders through peer-to-peer mentoring. Pro Volleyball is proud to work with Girl Talk to add to their nearly 100 clubs across the nation and continue to help all girls define their leadership skills. Any girl interested in starting or joining a Girl Talk club can visit mygirltalk.com.
Omaha doing such a good job to get the momentum back at the end of that set. They need to continue pushing right now to maintain that momentum and not let Orlando back in.
Omaha won the last 5 points of the third set, and Sidney Hilly sends that serve out of here. 9 service errors, did I get that right, for Omaha, 8 for Orlando.
I believe so.
Kaz Brown, Waterloo, Iowa, into the net. All right, Nancy, you would know, why is volleyball in Iowa so strong? Why is that such an incubator of great volleyball players?
I don't have the answer to that, JB. There are a lot of great players that come out of Iowa. Michaela Fecky for Nebraska was another one, and I don't honestly know. We love volleyball in Iowa, so maybe that's part of it. I don't know.
Nancy Maindring came out of there. Quick attack, Michaela White down 2-1, Orlando.
Michaela White there just going up and turning the ball. That's a really nice play by her. Seeing Tori Dixon in front of her and turning it around past Tori.
Wilma Rivera's serve is so fun to watch. Reminiscent of Micah Hancock. What a pass by Kendall White. Unreal. Nia Reed gets blocked, but it lands in. Point Orlando, 3-1 in the fourth.
Wilma just goes up and goes after the ball hard. She's not a super tall server, but she's got topspin on it, and she's attacking that ball hard when she's serving. She's given the Omaha team all they can handle for passing. They're doing a good job handling it, but she's not making it easy on them. She's had runs almost every time she's been back there to serve.
Rivera looking for her second ace tonight. She's got the 3rd most aces in the league. Bang. Another tough pass. Out of system. Nunaviller deals. Joseph tight to the net, block back covered. Nye down.
That was a difficult ball for Anaya. It was tight to the net. It was inside, but she does a really nice job going up and just doing a controlled shot cross court, just out of the reach of Nuneviller. She was so close, and she knew it as soon as she missed the ball.
This one could be going 5. Orlando's 3 and 2 in 5 setters, and Omaha's 1 and 2. 2-1 in sets right now. Supernovas, low set, pushed across by Dixon. Gillen. Great chance here for Nia Reed. One-arm dig, Georgia Murphy. Fabulous former Oregon Duck libero, now with Orlando. Nuneviller, straight up. Nia Reed got it.
Great swing by Nia Reed, but several nice plays there. Nuneviller has had several balls in the last few plays that she's been getting out of system sets from middle back, and she's going up and taking aggressive swings on them. I like to see that. At this level, it's so hard to give a ball that's a free ball on something you can jump and attack, even if you're not attacking full strength.
Rivera feeds middle. Michaela White mishits. Nice up by Nia Reed. Gets it back. Winds up, not down. And Nye. A push shot falls. 5-2 Orlando.
Yeah, that's just more of a junk ball almost. And Nye's just trying to get the ball over the net. It's such a high set from so far away. And she made a smart play, and they got a score out of it.
Dora Anai averages 18 kills a match. Another out-of-system attack. It's going to come from Nuneviller. Gets stuffed. And lands wide. Point Omaha. Big break there for the Novas.
Another tough swing for Nuneviller coming from back middle court, having to hit the ball off the net, not seeing the block well, but she does a great job turning it off the block and is able to tool them out of bounds.
Having fun at CHI Health Center on the banks of the Missouri River, downtown Omaha. Eastern Nebraska, big swing. Gillen blocked back. Kuchkova, Sydney Hiller. 1-point ball game.
Great blocking play here by Omaha, just getting over the net. They were in system, they were in rhythm together. It's a nice blocking move.
Only one gets credited with the block here at the pro level.
That is true. You don't share blocks in pro volleyball.
Service error number 9 for Omaha. Their first in a long time, though. Nuneville gets it back tight to the net, though. Didn't have a lot of options. Point on the block from Joseph for Orlando.
Shaina Joseph is such a big block that if it's tight, it's tough for any attacker. Nuneville are trying to tool her out of bounds again, but Shaina holding strong and pushing it back in.
Kayla White, MK White. Pass by De La Cruz again. Brooke on the repeat rule. Dug by Rivera. Shaina Joseph, block back. Basically a free ball, the slide, and Puchkova gets stuffed. It's 8-4, Valkaries.
And on that ball, Orlando sends 2 blockers with the middle. You can see Gillen reaching in and Kaz Brown reaching out to try to close together.
Boy, free ball results in a block. Brooke Nuneviller, kaboom! 8-5 Valkyries.
There's some heat from Nuneviller again, getting a ball that she's set that she feels able to swing at full speed, full strength. She converts it really nicely.
2-1 in sets. Omaha trailing 8-5 here in the 4th. Trying to win 4 matches against Orlando this year. That's tough to do. Betty De La Cruz this time gets dug. Joseph kind of got all tangled up in that jump. Mishit, point, Omaha.
Yeah, that was a tough angle for Shaina Joseph to try and hit that ball, and she tried to stay aggressive on it, but unfortunately didn't work for her. Good serve by Nuneviller, though, pushing them deep, staying aggressive.
A week ago tonight from Orlando on the University of Central Florida campus. 5-set match won by the Novas. Big block, Kuchkova. 6'4", gets in front of 5'7", Jill Gillen, 8'7".
And she's getting so far over the net inside against Jill Gillen, who's coming in to try and hit that ball. That's a great block setup. I like where Vuchkova is on that.
Joseph, and another block.
Betty De La Cruz just waiting. Another great block setup. She's in a great spot, reaches over, hands over the net.
4 in a row for Omaha. Joseph through the double block. 9-8 Orlando. They have to win this set.
A nice block touch here. Vuchkova reaching out there. Unfortunately, defense couldn't quite pick it up.
Shauna Joseph, part of one of the great coaching jobs ever in college volleyball. The 2017 Florida Gators. What a job by Coach Mary Wise. Back row swing, out of bounds. Point for Orlando, 10-8. That team didn't really have a strong second outside, and you need one to go deep in December. They get to a Final Four, and they pull off one of the great upsets in the history of the tournament, beating the 2017 Stanford Cardinal. Morgan Henson, that bunch. Big kill by De La Cruz. 10-9 now, Orlando. And that Florida team then ultimately fell to Nebraska in the championship match in Kansas City. But for them to get that far and to beat that Stanford team that otherwise won 3 national championships, pretty remarkable on that day in December in 2017.
Yeah, that's quite the run.
She was in the middle of that. Rivera, the slide tip shot. Kaz Brown, nice up. Vuchkova. Back row, Nia Reed, not over. 11-9.
Great up by Vuchkova. They're playing defense on the tip. Nia Reed trying to return the favor and tip short to Orlando and just didn't get it over the net.
Now and then she'll make an error, but I think you live with that because of the electric arm she has and the jumping ability. Back row, Nonaviller. Cruz off the block and out. 11-10, Valkaries.
I think Betty started out really strong for Omaha tonight, and then she kind of tamed off a little bit towards the middle of it, but she's come on strong again this 4th set.
Sydney Hilly gets this one in. Bad pass, they're out of system. Anai out. It's all about the first contact. The bad pass results in a bad swing. It's 11-H.
Yep, the block knows it's going to her based on the pass, but they do a good job of not reaching straight up and getting a bad touch.
3 in a row for Omaha. The side Kaz Brown, Doug. Now 4 in a row. Betty. Great up by a 9. No one played the second ball till the last moment. And now a free chance. De La Cruz off the hands and out.
Great swings in that entire rally by Betty De La Cruz. Going hard on the first one. Orlando's able to pop the ball up, but not get a swing coming back, and tooling the block on the second swing.
Another Omaha run. Remember, they finished off the 3rd set with 5 in a row. Oh, second service error by Sydney Hilly here in the 4th set. 12-12. Those Bolt 6 replays, very cool.
It is really cool how technology has just changed what they're able to do for game speed, for accuracy of calls.
Back row, Nonaviller. Big block, MK White, 4th highest number of blocks in the league, 13-12 Orlando.
MK making a really nice move there. She just reaches over into Brooks' cross-court angle and is all over the ball. It's a great block move.
James Madison, wow, 6'4". That was a great recruiting job. Kaz Brown played at Kentucky. Timing off on the De La Cruz roll shot. And the tip shot drops for Adora Anai, the Utah Ute, 14-12 Orlando.
That's a nice location for Adora Anai, but Omaha focused on that this whole week of practice, Coach Bird said. So she's got to be frustrated that tips are falling yet.
Nice pass by Nunaviller, but a tip shot won't drop. Anai. Will Betty take a full swing? Yes, she will. And she gets a kill.
Another swing I love to see. That's a tough ball. It's out of system. It's high. It's from back in the court. Betty going up and taking a huge swing on that. It's great to see.
It's a tough angle, and she's prone to go with the tip shot on those, but just felt that she might wind up.
Yes, you read it correctly. Because you're right, most of the time she ends up either passing that over or setting it over. But she went up and chopped at it. It was a great hit. I don't think Orlando was expecting her to swing either.
Shauna Joseph was climbing the stairs on that one. I don't think she was in bounds, but she was having fun. Almost got to the concourse. Betty ran 4 points to finish off set 3. What a serve. Great pass. And Joseph stop. Tori Dixon.
Great serve by Betty De La Cruz, putting the heat on it. Great job by the Omaha block, getting over the net.
Second most blocks in the league. Former Golden Gopher. Tori Dixon, longtime national teamer. De La Cruz has an ace tonight, not that time. Anai tight to the net. Omaha near Reed, block back. Great chance here. Sydney chooses back row. Betty De La Cruz over there. They'll scatter, set up the offense. Tori Dixon, kaboom!
Again, running Tori Dixon wide there, making the middle and the right side have to choose who they're going to commit to block. I love that play with Tori Dixon when you've got such a big middle blocker and such a big opposite.
Media timeout, 2-1 Omaha, 15-14 in the fourth. Trying to finish this one in 4 at home.
Baby, I'm a big deal, I got it like that. I did it again, who told you that I was finished? Fresh off the plane with a new mani-pedi. My hair stay laid and you know I get paid. $100 bills, I got racks on the way. I'm making them big moves, I won't stay quiet. 5'6", but I feel like a giant. I got the source, I am the supplier. I can make them boys sing like the inner choir. I'm on top and I'm taking it higher.
Omaha fans have done it again. For the 3rd time this season, an attendance record for pro volleyball in the country. 12,090 tonight in attendance, and they're loving it. The home team up 15-14 in the fourth. 12,090 on a Saturday night in mid-March.
It's so fun to see, and this crowd is giving energy to the team. They are feeding off the team's energy and the way the team is playing.
Orlando in 5th place. Omaha in 2nd, 1 match behind the league leading Atlanta. An ace for 2nd tonight.
You can hear the crowd when she goes back to serve. It sounds like they're booing. They're saying cruise every time she gets ready to serve. She responds with an ace.
Why is this so tough to pass?
I think because her ball moves. She doesn't always hit it the same direction, the same spin on it.
That was way in. Wow.
And Adora and I showing why she can be so successful. Goes up, swings high, finds the hole in the block, and just pounds it in the middle of the court.
A little bit of attitude.
Yeah, a little bit, yes.
Kaboom. Wow. 16-15. There's a dent in the deck after that. Adora and I swing. That's a tough serve. Great pass. Tip shot, Nia Reed, no. Whistle. Net violation. Nia Reed, we're tied up at 16.
Wilma Rivera is doing such a great job serving tough. She goes back and lays into the ball every single time on her serve, but Omaha has really been passing her well. Here we see a replay. Nia Reed kind of coming down.
Didn't see it. Dixon, no. Georgia Murphy feeds a Nye. Great up, Kendall White. 2 great liberos again tonight in the PVF. Tip shot, Nunnebeller. It drops.
Brooke Nunnebeller has such good court vision and awareness. Seeing that opening, tipping right over the block. And it can be a huge strategy to tip short like that, expecting the defender to come up for it the next time, and then you go long.
Dixon line drives it. They're out of system. Anai winds up, fires, and out of system delivers.
Another great swing by Honora Anai. She's going back to serve now, and if I were Omaha, I would take a step up because so far tonight, she has gone back to serve and cupped the ball, taken some speed off of it, and dropped it in front of Omaha almost every time on her first serve. So if I'm them, I'm expecting a shorter ball again.
Anai has such a heavy arm. She doesn't wind up seemingly. She seems so in control, but there's a lot of velocity.
She does.
Sydney feeds behind. Nia Reed, kaboom!
There's Nia Reed with some velocity of her own. Coming back on it. Another great pass by Brooke Nunnebeller. Omaha's offense is started by how well they are passing the ball.
Wow. Beautiful pass. Joseph gets dug for a 2-point lead. Nunnebeller. Shina Joseph off the block and straight down. 18 each.
She's such a good jumper, and she hits the ball so high. She's at full extension, going high and deep over the seam of that block to the left back part of the middle of the court.
Boy, how has she not played more? She has taken over for Ashani Taylor there on the right side. Nunnebeller induces a net violation. 19-18 Omaha.
That's a nice swing by Nunnebeller. I think she had the kill even if Orlando didn't net. She's been doing a nice job getting to the ball on those sets.
Will Brooke Nunnebeller serve her college teammate from Oregon, Georgia Murphy. The libero, a rookie. No, goes after a 9. Not a good pass, pulls her setter off. Still runs middle. Kaz Brown dug. Tip shot, Nunnebeller, no. Shina Joseph sails it. Point Omaha. 5 to go.
There have been a few moments of inconsistency like that from Shina Joseph. She hits some spectacular attacks, and then she mishits one, and see, I'm very familiar with that. I did it myself sometimes. But I think that inconsistency is really hurting Orlando because when they need a big play, it's hit or miss with her.
Can Omaha do it again? 4 for 4 against an Orlando team which seems equally talented, but somehow Omaha's found a way in the first 3 matches, and for the moment 5 away from winning this 4th set and this match. 2018. What do you expect is the conversation right now in the Orlando huddle?
They've got to pass the ball. The last several service teams, they're getting it up. They're not getting aced, but it's on the 10-foot line or maybe behind the 10-foot line, or a ball that Wilma Rivera is having to bump set, and that just takes a lot of momentum out of their offense. So they've got to get in there, pass a good pass. They've got some really potent offensive attackers in the front row right now. They need to be able to use them.
Carly Scott checked in for the moment for Orlando, and then the head coach, Amy Pauley, changed her mind and put Jill Gillen back in there.
Yep, and I think Nunnebeller has to go right back at that seam between Jill Gillen and Adora Anai. You stay away from the libero right now. You go after the front row attacker, if anything, but the seam between them is great because it makes both of them have to make a decision.
Nunnebeller deals. Not great pass. Kaz Brown blocked back. Now Joseph. Here come the Novas. Nia Reed. Got it!
Great block touch by Omaha on that first attack. Kendall White with the control ball up. And Nia Reed just pounding the ball high hands off Jill Gillen, taking advantage of that shorter block.
4 to go. Gillen, wow, that's power.
That is, she has a really quick arm. She's very dynamic when she jumps to that ball and she fires up after it. Her arm comes through so fast.
She plays with such joy. Jill Gillen, what a pleasure she was to watch in college, and she looks like she has a very bright college career, professional career. Cruz. Here come the Valkyries. Jill Gillen. Out, no touch. Point Omaha.
In that play, Vuchkova was scrambling to get over and close the block with Sydney Hilly, which isn't a hitter you want to leave wide open. Jill Gillen's going for hands on Sydney Hilly and just misses. Paige Briggs back in now to serve for Omaha, trying to get something going again.
Briggs. Bad pass by Anai Murphy. The libero has to come in and set the ball. Doug. Setter dump will work for Rivera. Brittany De La Cruz for a huge point. Another. All Omaha late.
Such heat behind that attack from Betty De La Cruz. Started with the great up by Brooke Nunneveller on the setter dump. Great awareness because the libero is not on the court right now for Omaha. Nunneveller stepping in and filling that opening.
Tonight's scoreboard is brought to you by Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose. Find out more at libertyfirstcu.com. And also by the Aurora Cooperative, helping you add value to every aspect of your operation. Check them out at auroracoop.com. 4 to go on a night that's 2 hours and 15 minutes in. Still very much undecided. 23-19. What has been the difference of late, Nancy, as suddenly Omaha's pulled away a little bit?
Earlier in the match, when Orlando was having success, they weren't passing perfectly, but their hitters were finding ways to score anyway. They were ricocheting off the block, going high deep where there was no defense. Right now, Omaha is still keeping the pressure on with serving, but Orlando is not converting those anymore.
Paige Briggs checks in. De La Cruz is in the front row with Tori Dixon. Talking things over. Sydney Hilly front row. Expect Orlando to try to attack over Sydney, who's a fine 6'1" blocker despite being a setter. Here's Paige Briggs. Anai pulls her setter off. Rivera still runs the slide. Timing's off.
Just a little bit of a miss set there with tempo and location on that set. Takes Kaz Brown. She can't reach it. Takes her out. Point for Omaha.
5 straight match point chances. Omaha. Briggs. Pass by Murphy. Kaz Brown bangs it. That's one. 24-20 now. 4 to go.
Yep, that's a nice high swing by Kaz Brown. Going up and swinging high and deep. Just out of reach of Paige Briggs, who was going more cross court to try and fill that hole for digging. But Omaha's got another shot here.
Jill Gillen's got to get it in. She's had some ill-timed service errors tonight, including set point in the first. Gets it in. De La Cruz tight to the net. Sydney back to her. Swings for the match. No. Free ball coming from the libero. Who gets the swing for victory? De La Cruz. That's a winner. Omaha in 4 tonight at home over Orlando. And listen to this celebration.
The crowd loves it. The team is excited. It's a great way to come back and respond to the hard stuff they've had earlier this week. It's just a good team win for Omaha. I love it. They went back to Betty twice in that rally. She's been playing well. She played really well in this 4th set. They know she's the hot hand. They go back to her. She doesn't get the first kill. They go back to her again. I love it.
Omaha finishes the season 4-0 against Orlando. The Novas are now 8-4. Half of those victories against Orlando, which drops to 5-7 and further outside the top 4. Those top 4 teams advance to the championship in mid-May. The winning team splits $1 million. Stay right there. We've got some conversation with some dignitaries wearing Supernova gear when we come back.
New home on the horizon? Loan it to own it. Need a new car to keep you moving? Loan it to own it. Looking for a new adventure? Loan it to own it with Liberty First Credit Union. Liberty First Credit Union is there for every step of your journey. Anyone can join to receive low payments and fixed rates to help get you through every new milestone. When you're ready to own it, loan it through Liberty First Credit Union.
Gear up with the official Pro Collection apparel today. Available exclusively at renathletics.com and provolleyballshop.com.
It's the thrill, the hope, the long shots, and the turnovers. The big hits, the kills, the dunks, the strikes, the surprises, the joy, and the heartbreak. And that's why NCN Sports bring you more than 200 live games every year. News Channel Nebraska. This is home.
Welcome back to the celebratory aftermath that is the CHI Health Center following this 4-set win. Omaha takes down Orlando for the 4th consecutive time with the Olympian Nancy Metcalf. My name's John Baylor, joined by one of the offensive catalysts. She did it all. I shouldn't limit it just to offense. Nia Reed, congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for having me.
All right, what are you doing that's making such a difference? Because the team struggled a little bit late in that match on Thursday night, and you were one of the bright spots offensively, and then again tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think one of my strong suits is just, being a net player. So just if I can score or if I can get some good touches off the block, that's what I come in and try to do. So I'm happy we got the win tonight, and I'm proud of my team here.
It seems like you're equally comfortable in the back row as you are in the front. Is that fair?
Yeah, I've been playing pro for 5 years, and sometimes I think my back row attack is some days better than my front row, but yeah, I try to come in and just take big rips.
Yeah, I was also really impressed with your defense in the back row. I think you did a nice job. Your whole team has been doing a nice job digging balls, but what's your focus when you come into a match like tonight?
Just be calm, be a spark. It's my first time starting, so just be patient, give yourself some grace, and just try to be as loud as I can and take big rips.
Awesome. How important, honestly, was it, Nia, middle of that third set when it was close, very similar to Thursday night when Atlanta pulled away, but not tonight. You guys hold on and you get the win. How important mentally was that for this team?
I think it was extremely important. One thing we need to do better as a team is just coming together and slowing the game down. So I think that's what we did. We looked each other in the eyes and we said, okay, let's go, turn it on. We play a game in practice that's called AOD, so we try not to let the other team get more than 3 points. So we did a really good job at stopping them early and, not letting it get too far away.
What's AOD stand for?
Adapt or die.
Got it.
Sorry.
That's a motto for life.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Nia. Great job.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Thanks for coming, Nia. Great
victorious. One of the victorious Supernovas tonight. Stay right there. We hope to talk to one of the coaches in the giddy aftermath of Omaha's win over the Orlando Valkyries. Stay right there. We got one coach join us. We hope Laura Bird-Kuhn will be. But Nancy, I don't think it's possible to exaggerate how important it was for this team to figure out a way. Sure, it was just a single loss. Going into Thursday night, they had won 6 of their last 7, but the way it happened was a bit discouraging. And tonight, things seem to be eerily similar, but they found a way.
Agreed, and I think you mentioned it with the interview with Nia, but there was so many similarities in the rhythm of the match and how the momentum shifted, and for the Omaha team to find a way to turn it back around and pull out the win tonight, emotionally, mentally, is such a big difference.
Say hello to Laura Bird-Kuhn. She's the head coach of
Hi, everybody.
Omaha, and I just vaguely remember after Thursday night's match, she was a little candid and pointed, maybe even a little ticked off. How are you feeling after this one?
I'm proud of them. I'm proud of that response. We fought. It's still, there were moments where it's like they start to play with a question mark is what I say, and you just can't be like that, especially in this game, the momentum. But I'm proud of the way that they finished the third and right there.
Is it attitude? Was it skill they brought tonight they didn't on Thursday night? What was the difference?
They're competitors, and they knew they needed to respond. And so I think it's just things you have to work through in the season. It's like mid-season, I think we were getting comfortable, but I'm proud of we fought, and it wasn't pretty. and there were some ups and downs, but they stuck in and they stuck in it together out there. I mean, it didn't feel like the normal, but it was good. I'm proud of them. Playing the team 4 times.
It's tough.
Yes.
It's tough to beat anyone twice, much less 4 times.
Yep.
One player that personified how different the evening was tonight for you was Betty Layla Cruz.
Yes.
We didn't see her on the floor after set 2 on Thursday. We definitely saw her after set 2, and she serves the final 4 rallies in set 3 and was pivotal in set 4.
Yeah, and that's Betty. I mean, sometimes like it takes that, and it's her. I think that is her experience. That's like the veteran in her that reads the game and feels the game, and I think everybody trusts her. I know that it looks a little different sometimes, but she turns it on. She knows how to read the game and feel the flow like that.
That's the head coach, Laura Bird-Kuhn. You've won 7 of 9. Pretty proud?
Proud, but we've got work to do. Always, there's work to do, but I'll take that. I mean, you need to win the grind matches, and Orlando's a great team. We knew they were going to be tough, so I'm proud of that finish.
You think the crowd was okay tonight?
The crowd was awesome tonight. The shamrocks that were lit up over here, I need to find that guy, because I need to like maybe hang out with him wherever they're hanging out tonight.
Green's your lucky color. Whenever you need a big win, everybody come back in green.
Put your green on.
We got it. We'll be there.
Nancy, final thoughts?
I agree with you. I was proud of how the team rallied. I think in a tough match like this, coming off of some uncertainty from Thursday, it's such a big defining moment for your team to see how they respond and react.
Yes.
So I love the way they came together. I thought they did a great job communicating through some of the tough points.
Yep.
What was your focus when you brought them in tonight? What was the thing you wanted them to focus on the most?
The response, and just seeing them execute, but staying on the same page. Like there are moments when it gets chaotic, and it happened tonight, and learning from the past and changing those moments. How can you communicate with each other better, maybe a different tone, and you learn that. So you have to learn when you go through things and experiences, and I saw a little bit of a change in that tonight.
Yep, I thought it was great.
Coach, congratulations. Nancy, thank you. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Nia Reed and the head coach, Laura Bird-Kuhn's Supernovas victorious tonight before a record crowd, more than 12,000 tonight. 3rd time they've set an attendance mark here in Omaha, and the Novas have won 7 of 9. They're just a half match behind Atlanta at the top of the Pro Volleyball Federation. Good night, Nebraska.